Spider-Man.
Spider-Man
Just
does whatever
whatever
a spider can. Can he swing from a... Okay, no, we lost it. Welcome...
Oh, is it not spin from a web? Wait.
Can he swing from a thread?
Oh my god, I have been singing this wrong for years then.
Oh boy. Welcome back to the Film Fans Podcast.
Hey.
That's Joy, I'm Cormac, and we're here to talk about possibly one of the best films of 2017 so far.
Ooh, calm down there,
Oh
Cormac.
no, I've got to give it to it. So we're talking about Spider-Man: Homecoming.
I liked it. The end. No, it was good, but after watching Spider-Man for years, like films, looking at the comics, the TV shows, many TV shows actually now that I think about it, the memes of it now. Oh, the memes.
Oh, the memes were great.
But, yeah, well, let's get into it. So, plot.
This is one of the things I loved about it. I really, really enjoyed about the plot.
The fact that it felt like a teenage high school film more than a Spider-Man film.
Well, that's one aspect of it. I really liked, and I think Marvel in general do that quite well with their films. If you look back on Winter Soldier, that was very much a thriller.
Yeah, but like you knew it was a superhero film.
Exactly, and this one it's the teenage high school film, but the superheroes.
Yeah,
in
but
it.
no, I came out of it just going, this is like this is like a high school drama plus Spider-Man's in
Yeah,
it.
exactly. It's class.
I don't know, like from the teaser we got kind of from Civil War, and they kind of it was a tease that's going to be in the main film of Homecoming, but it just didn't show. I kind of watched it and I didn't feel like a weight overall on it. I just felt like it was like a very side movie to the Marvel universe that I didn't really add in. You know what I mean? Like
I would agree with you there to a large degree, but I actually really like that about it.
Okay.
I like the fact that it was a very contained film, similar to how Wonder Woman was in comparison to.
Whoa. Wonder Woman was not contained. It was like, I wouldn't call it as like a kind of a small contained. It added to it, like.
No.
Like, it added us, like with Spider-Man, it was like, here's my little side story. Like, I think my main thing with Spider-Man is like, obviously we didn't have Uncle Ben in it at all. Like, no Uncle Ben. Like, not even a mention of Uncle Ben.
No, there was. It was, and that it really hit hard, I think, when they did, because there's this one bit in it.
No, we'll get to that, but like,
okay.
It just, I don't know, I didn't know his motivation. Like, with Spider-Man, there was always a motivation.
I thought his motivation was very clear in this.
I don't know, it wasn't clear, I don't know, maybe I just, like, I enjoyed it, don't get me wrong, it's just, I didn't, like, his motivation for me, like, why are you doing this, like, and it wasn't, for me, growing up, it was always, because Uncle Ben died, and he wanted, great power, great responsibility. Yeah. This is just, like...
No, I think that's very heavily set into the character of Peter Parker. So there's one scene where he's gone to prom.
Yeah.
He's there with Liz Allen.
Yeah.
And he's after having this encounter with the Vulture, and the Vulture has basically told him, if you come and attack me, I will kill you.
Yeah.
And the way I think it kind of feels how that scene is going, Peter's going in there, and it's as if he's trying to battle with his feelings and his emotions, and whether he should go to the prom or not.
Yeah.
But once he starts talking, you realize that was never an option for him. He was always going to go after the Vulture. I think the whole idea of responsibility for Peter Parker is just there in his character. Like, that is something that us as a audience know about because we've seen it so many times. I think Marvel did that properly, where they're like, we don't need the whole with great power comes great responsibility bit again. Peter Parker already knows that.
Can't hash that out again.
Exactly.
3 times the charm.
So I think that was very much built into his character, and it was just kind of, there was no need to say it or anything, because all of his actions were about responsibility. I think that's what really drove his character.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know, like I like the character. Tom playing Spider-Man was a brilliant Peter Parker. He was a brilliant Spider-Man. Like the other guys, of course, like Tobey Maguire played a great Peter Parker, and Andrew Garfield played an amazing Spider-Man, and Tom got a bit of both, and it worked. Like, you could see, but he's 20 playing a 15-year-old. Like, now.
Oh, well, it wasn't as bad as the other guys. Because Tobey Maguire was in his late 20s, playing 15-year-olds.
Yeah, no, I know that, but like
17 or something.
No, I heard he was putting on a voice for it, but like, let's say Peter Parker is like 20.
Mm-hmm.
Like, will Tom be able to pull that off?
I'd say so. I'd say because Tom Holland looks quite young as well.
Yeah,
he doesn't
but
look
like,
like
I mean,
21.
college age. Like Andrew Garfield's got a post grad kind of feels, but
Yeah, but he was still playing a young like, what was it? Andrew Garfield was 30 when he was playing a 17-year-old.
Was he?
Yeah.
Probably, yeah. Probably. Yeah. But yeah, no, I don't. Maybe I didn't get the whole motivation maybe as clearly as you, but I just he was doing it because he was doing it, and I don't know, like I didn't feel the biggest weight as the others on it, like this weight of I'm trying to.
I think well that's kind of been a thing in the MCU so far that it's definitely pushed to the forefront in the likes of Avengers and Guardians of the Galaxy, where if they don't win this battle, the world is going to die, or the galaxy. Whereas this one, it's just like
one guy.
It's one guy, it's Peter, and he's like, there are these weapons that are floating about the place, and they're going to cause trouble, and I need to fix this. And that's it. There's no world threat or anything like that. It's just him fighting a guy.
Yeah, true. I don't know. Maybe I'm just so used to we gotta do this, else the world's gonna blow up. Maybe.
I think it's a nice escape from the almost formulaic aspect of the Marvel Cinematic Universe now, where like I said, it's very self-contained.
Yeah.
It's Spider-Man's story, and that's what I was trying to get at this earlier on. The thing that I really loved about the plot, that I thought was excellent, and I think it's something that Wonder Woman didn't have, is how organic it was. It started off, Spider-Man was there, and then stuff happened, and then you're at the end of the film. And it didn't seem like anything happened in the film to set up the next scene. It just kind of all happened organically.
It wasn't a setup for another film. Though, okay. Alright. I don't know. I don't know why. I maybe need to watch it again to pinpoint why it's just not sticking with me, but again... Cormac. Alright. Characters. I am really annoyed with how they portrayed Aunt May. Okay, we get it. She's hot. The fact that they kept going back to the same bloody joke was just...
But they only did it twice, didn't they?
They did it so many times. It was just every time she came on, I was like, "Oh, your aunt's hot. Yeah, we get it. Give us something else." And then even when he was upset, and like the way they shot this, they shot this. He's upset and he's lying against her, and it's right beside her crotch, and his head is like on her stomach, and it was just.
Oh, I thought that was very motherly.
But then the whole setup with her is your aunt's hot, so I was kind of sniggering at this bit.
Yeah, okay, I don't know if there needed to be as much, like, that whole Robert Downey Jr. quip at the start was like, oh, I hope your aunt's wearing something skimpy.
Yeah, no, that was funny, but then everyone else was talking about it. Like, not talking about it, but every time she came on the scene and there was another character with Peter, your aunt's hot, or it was just really fucking annoying, because it was funny, and then it just kept going, and, like, that was about it.
Okay. Yeah, I guess, annoying. It could have done a bit without it.
Oh, God, yeah, like, it's like every time, like, let's say, no, it's really annoying me. It's like every time, like, if a character comes on scene, they're like, hey, it's that guy with that quirk, you know what I mean? It felt like that.
The one thing I will say this film really has going for it. Sorry, no, that's not true. This film has a lot going for it. Yeah, but I think the best thing that it has is Michael Keaton's Vulture.
Oh my God, Michael Keaton. Yes, it was just so good. He was... yes.
Everything that I think... he's for me hands down he's the best villain in the MCU.
No, like out of all the like the many like kind of Spider-Man villains, he is the only one that kind of like scared me in a sense. Like, oh shit, this is quite, this is an adult going against a 15-year-old. The only time I felt that was like maybe Doc Ock. It's the only time I went, this is an adult, he's a kid, but everyone else was kind of scary as they were a villain, but they weren't.
Yeah, well, I think scary. I think because I think the reason behind that is the whole issue with previous Spider-Man films and having 3 to 4 villains.
Oh, you're shoving everyone in.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm a villain, and giving too much.
Giving too much time to everyone. In this one, it was like our villain is the Vulture. Sure, there's the Shocker, and sure, there's Scorpion.
I was so happy I got that. As soon as you said I'm Shark, I turned to Cormac and went, is he a villain? Is he in the comics? I feel like this is a comic villain. And Cormac was like, yes. I was like, yes, I'm so happy I picked that up.
Yeah.
But no, Michael Keaton's Vulture is the first time I went, okay, this is a villain who is actually, is a threat.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
apart from Doc Ock, everyone else, to me, it didn't feel like a threat. Just felt like slapstick really. Like I never felt a threat for them. I knew they were going to be, but with the Vulture, I genuinely went, oh shit!
Yeah.
And the wings were amazing. Though, again, Michael Keaton, he shot this guy and he disintegrated, and it was like, oh, and then he went, oh wait, I didn't know it was this gun.
Yeah.
I went, no, just let him shoot him and let him be. Fierce.
I didn't really mind that because I liked the way they were going with his character, and I think his motivations are very clear. And
yeah, no, I liked how they brought it in with the Avengers battle, and they're using the alien tech. That's brilliant.
Yeah, it's class. But the way he's set up is he is a normal guy trying to do his job, and the world is shitting on him.
Exactly.
And he's fighting back, and that's it. And that's why I think it's this really phenomenal scene where he's talking to Peter, and earlier on in the film he says, "I'm gonna find him and I'm gonna kill him," and then he comes across him. And he's like, to not go into spoiler territory, basically he has a reason to not kill him. He's like, you did something for me, so I'm not going to kill you.
Yeah.
But don't cross me again.
Yeah, no, I like that he's like, okay, look, you did something for me unintentionally, but I'm going to hold you up to that. There's a bit of honor in there.
Yeah, exactly. He's not... he is a bit malicious at times because he does kill people.
Yeah.
But again, I really like that when he killed the first person again. Yeah. Won't go into spoilers.
Spoiler. Though we do have to a little you have to kind of go into a bit of spoilers about who he is relating to another character.
Yeah, but we'll give a big spoiler warning for that later on.
Okay.
But when he kills the first person.
Yeah.
And you didn't like it, but when he said, I thought this is the gravity gun.
Yeah.
I was like. That really makes sense. This is a guy who's doing everything that he can to get in his way, but he also doesn't want to kill people. He just kind of has to.
Oh no! I thought it's not that I don't want to do this. He's like, oh, I'm gonna have to kill you.
No, that's what I'm saying. I know he doesn't he's not setting out to kill people. He's not that kind of a villain. He's the kind of villain who, if he comes across a wall in the middle of the road, he's gonna knock it down.
Yeah. No, I just didn't like how he was badass character, and then he kills this character and he went, oh, is this not the gravity gun? I'm like, no, just let him kill him and let him be scary and let that don't do it for slapstick,
I don't know if it's really slapstick.
That's the Marvel thing. It is the Marvel thing. Anything serious or scary, slaps, Doctor Strange when he's upset, the cloak starts wiping his tears instead of letting that emotions play out. That's what they do in Marvel films. Okay. It was funny, yeah, I laughed, but at the same time I kind of went, But I wanted to have that moment of going, shit, if he's gonna kill, his. Well,
I think it still did have that impact because it wasn't like.
No, it took that impact.
I disagree because if you kill someone and you didn't mean to kill someone, the natural reaction would be like, oh, holy crap, I'm after killing someone. He wasn't. He was just like, oh well.
Yeah, but I think it would have been much more effective if he went, boom. Bye, and that was it, and it'd have a nice tensioned bit. But it just, I don't know. That's the Marvel thing. The Marvel thing is ooh, we can put a slapstick here. Let's put a slapstick here.
Fair enough. Other characters in it. We've gone through Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, good. Villain, good. Side characters, love them.
Yeah, they're class.
Absolutely love them. Really I loved all of them. Flash was a dick.
He was the only one I'm a bit iffy on.
He was a dick.
On it. He was a dick.
He was just annoying. He was just annoying. I'm like, why are you here? Oh, you're just there because, it's typical teenage stuff. I liked how he was in a high school for smart people. He was in an actual tech. Yeah. I liked that. And the fact that he was, it was such an active background. So you had, different characters, different sizes, there wasn't, these are the jocks and these are the smart people. It was, everyone's smart, but there are different types of...
Yeah, exactly.
They're different smart. This one's pretty smart, this one's... But it was just, it felt like a natural high school, and I liked that.
Yeah.
His best friend was Gas.
He was Ned Leeds.
Oh, I love Ned.
The only real issue I have with him was it was very much, we don't want to do Harry Osborn again. Let's just get this guy here.
Yeah, I never liked Harry Osborn.
I did. I thought it was.
No, it's just Harry. I don't know. Tobey Maguire was too pathetic for me. Like, growing up, I was like, I don't want to relate to you because he's too pathetic. Andrew Garfield was too cool. And, like...
Yeah, Tom Holland really just gets it.
He gets it. And, like, I liked how everyone around him... It was just, like, I liked these characters. Yeah. They were enjoyable. But they weren't, like, the coolest and that. You know, they just... Yeah. They were themselves.
The one thing I really liked about another side character, so in regards to Liz Allen... Yeah. The whole romantic side between herself and Peter... I thought it was done perfectly because, like...
There wasn't really any...
Exactly! And that's what I really like about it. Like, I think a lot of people were giving out that it wasn't Gwen Stacy and it wasn't MJ and all this stuff. But at the same time, it's like, you're going to see a Spider-Man film. I don't really want to see a romantic film.
Yeah.
And but they just set this up and they're like, okay, he's pining after her, whatever.
You know, he was pining after her, which is great. And the fact that she wasn't pining after him, because, like, why would she? He wasn't showing up to the thing. You know what I mean? Like, and... It was nice. It was it did tie in, which was very good, and I did like the character. She was like busy. She needed to get shit done. Yeah. I love the character. Can we say her name, or is that spoilers? Michelle.
Sort of spoilers.
She was amazing.
She was class.
She was amazing.
Although I heard, so there is a reveal with her at the end.
Yeah.
But I heard that reveal isn't actually what we think it is.
Well, they didn't set it up well. This character, we'll call her Michelle. She is... God, is that her name? Like,
it is Michelle,
yeah. Grant. I liked her. She was in it very, very little. But every time she was in it, I laughed. I absolutely loved it. Like, she was hilarious. She was, like... she was spiteful. She was a pain in the arse. But she was so funny. And then the end, the little reveal at the end. Now, I could see why it's not going to go down that route. Because it's nothing like the original character.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Which I'm kind of happy because I think that I know.
Well, it's a new character. It's just
if it's a new character all the way, but the fact they went, it might be this character, and you're like, well, it's not because it's nothing like any of the characters. Then, like, we'll see what they'll do with it if they'll do anything with it.
Yeah, exactly.
Tony Stark was a bit of an arsehole in this. I find that he was harsher, though he was mentoring, but I don't know. It kind of felt a different side of Tony that we hadn't seen before. You know what I mean?
Well, that's what I think is very important about it. If you remember Tony's character, he's looking at Peter as a younger version of him.
Yeah.
And he doesn't want Peter to make the same mistakes.
Yeah.
So he is being a bit harsh. But that's the thing. He's been a mentor. And someone pointed this out on the internet a while ago. That whole scene where he takes the suit off Peter because he's making a mistake, very reminiscent of Iron Man 3. Where he loses his suit and he has to regain his worth to have that suit back, to have the claim to be Iron Man.
True. Is it kind of... Yeah, I can kind of get that. I just know, like... Maybe I was expecting... Obviously, I was expecting a bit more Iron Man, because obviously the trailers had a bit more... Now, that obviously fools me. Damn it.
Well, I liked how little Iron Man was.
No, I liked it, but as soon as Iron Man came in, I kind of went, okay, now we're kind of in the Marvel universe. Before that, it was like, when is this?
Well, I think they kind of set it up from the beginning because, like, Vulture's motivations all came as a result of the world that Avengers...
Yeah, I know that. Like, you can mention, we're in the same universe as the Avengers, but, like, it didn't, like... To me, it didn't really tie in. As soon as Tony Stark came in, I went, okay,
Okay, no, I think it was very much set in that universe from the get-go. Yeah.
The get-go. What are you doing with your get-go words? The effects now were very the same as Wonder Woman. You have to admit, there's some bits where I went, you're not real, which... it's fine because you can't do anything, but it was still... But it's not a bad thing because it felt very comic booky.
Yeah, I think the effects are better than Wonder Woman.
Oh, no, I think it's the same. I think it's the same. They both looked okay. It fine for both of them because it felt comic booky. It just... I could spot them. I could go, effects, real person. But I didn't mind that. I didn't mind that.
I liked it. I didn't lose my suspension of disbelief at all when it came to the effects. I thought it all blended in very nicely. It was a very pretty film. Yeah. It had a lot more colour to it than a lot of the Marvel films.
Oh no, Marvel has been good with colour.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No,
it's Marvel. DC. You're mixing
No, DC is good colour.
No,
Marvel doesn't.
DC is like gritty and dark. Batman versus Superman.
But whenever the fire and like...
Red is a colour. It's not loads of colours.
Okay, but like one thing I can give to the DCEU is that the cinematography in it is great. Cinematography in Marvel, not so great. But Spider-Man is great.
I did enjoy it. I could see what was going on. You know, it was quite open. I'm trying to think now, because like the only thing I can think of is when he gets stuck in like a the holding area.
Oh yeah.
I like that because it was nice and bright, and I was like, "Oh, it's nice and bright." We've been dark for about 20 minutes before that. No, I liked it. Like, I'm trying to think if there's any bit like. No, I actually can't think of any bits that. Though I do miss the classics swinging through the high buildings. We didn't get a lot of that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I think they wanted to try and keep it away from New York and focus in on Queens as much as possible to keep that contained
that's
story.
fine. But I think I just kind of would like one, you know, wee, like because that was Spider-Man for me. Spider-Man was like, you know.
See, the problem with that is it was fine in the Tobey Maguire and the Andrew Garfield films because Spider-Man was the only superhero there.
Okay.
But at the moment, like now, so many of the Avengers and other superheroes, and like even the Defenders from the Netflix series, they're all based in New York. So, you know, New York has their superheroes.
How does New York have a high crime rate? They have so many superheroes. If I was a criminal, I'd be like, I'm gonna go to the other city where none of them live. But no, there was some funny bits. You know, when he couldn't reach something, he'd have to run. Like that was funny. But I think nostalgic me just wanted one kind of big. Swing. Yeah, okay. One big swing, give me that, and that's about it. But no, it was funny. It was entertaining. Now the scene now when he gets trapped under a building, and he actually yells for help. I genuinely went, "Oh, you're 15. You're a kid. You're way above your head." Yeah. I want Captain America to come in, going, "It's okay. It's okay." Like that is the only bit I kind of went, like, "Fuck." He is like he would like. Like, if I was sort of Stark, he wouldn't be an Avenger. Because, like, if he got stuck, I would be like, okay, we need to babysit you. We need to wrap you in bubble wrap.
I think
but that was a very good scene.
That was also ripped straight from the comics. Apparently, there's an entire comic on that scene.
Yeah.
That just deals with Spider-Man and Peter Parker's character. I thought, it was so good. It was really good to just show the real, actual struggle.
Yeah. No, I remember leaning over to you going, fuck, like that's when you knew, because obviously he's a kid and he's having fun, and then you forget that, and then as soon as he gets in trouble, you're like, you're 15, you're maybe smart, but like when you're 15, you know, you're like, fuck mom, dad, or Uncle Ben, or anyone. But no, that was brilliant. Happy was it was great to have Happy. It was really good to have Happy in it.
Oh, and then Pepper Potts is back as well.
Yeah, someone said to me, I can't remember who it was, they were like, I haven't seen Pepper in ages, I wonder what's going on. And I was there like holding my face quite still going, have you seen Spider-Man? No. Go see Spider-Man. Why? Just go see it and then we can talk about it. But I'm really happy because, like, I love Pepper and I love Tony and Pepper together. I thought they worked very well together. And then breaking up was really fucking annoying because they did that already and there's no need to do it again. And then, that bit at the end is like, this is a test. Yes, it's a test. You go off and then Pepper comes in. That was nice to have Pepper back. Yay, Pepper.
Yeah.
Now, we'll have to talk about what every Marvel film has, the after-credit scenes. Fuck, that made me laugh so much.
So funny. A friend of mine had gone to see it, the screening before we went. And she said to me, Cormac, don't wait out. Don't wait out until the very last one because you're not going to like it. And I'm like...
Well, I'm not going to
like it. Yeah, no, no, I was like, I'm still going to,
you're going to have to see it.
And it came on, and I was so glad I did, because it is possibly one of the best.
I was so annoyed, but I think you and I were laughing, like, because we were in the top right hand of the screen, and you and I were doing our most, like, dorky laughs, because you were laughing so loud, and then I was laughing because you were laughing, because it was funny, it was very funny, but it was so stupid, like, I really wanted to hit the screen. It's like, why the fuck did you make me wait through the credits? Though I will try and read the credits to say props to you, Grip Boy, for the second unit, but that was very good. It was very good.
So bear in mind when you are going to see Spider-Man, there's a chance you're going to hate that.
It's such a... I hate it. It annoyed the fuck out of me. But
like, if you're for a bit of fun, like, don't expect anything serious. It's a funny one. So when you go to see it, expect something funny. Don't expect something serious, and you might enjoy it a bit more.
Yeah. funny. Yeah, that would put it exactly. But yeah, overall, enjoyable.
Yeah.
I wouldn't see it again in cinema.
Oh, I
to be
would.
honest,
I
I know you
definitely
would.
would,
I
yeah.
know you would definitely.
Oh, there's one thing we haven't brought up.
Oh,
I don't
no.
know if you realise this, but the internet's been going crazy on it recently.
Oh, the internet.
Ah, our good old friend. So, basically, there's big issues with continuity.
Yeah, you were saying this to me. I didn't spot it unless you can tell me.
Yeah, okay, so basically, at the start of the film, there's this scene where Michael Keaton's character and his crew are cleaning up
yeah.
after the Battle of New York from
Yeah.
the Avengers, which within that universe is set in 2012.
Yeah.
8 years from the battle. No, sorry, 8 years from Tony Stark announcing that he was Iron Man is Civil War.
Yeah.
Spider-Man is meant to happen 2 months after Civil War,
Okay.
but it says 8 years after the Battle of New York is Spider-Man. So there's this 2-year kind of gap where it either doesn't exist or Spider-Man is later on than it should be, and it means there's a bigger gap between that.
Okay,
and Civil War.
okay.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
That's not a big thing.
Internet is going crazy.
Do you know?
now.
Yeah, of course, but like it's maths. Like I get maths wrong the whole time. It's like
Like I didn't realize it when we were watching. I was just like,
no, I kind of went, oh yeah, this battle happened 8 years. And in my head, I'm like,
yeah.
12 plus 2 is 18. Yeah, I'll
Yeah,
let,
yeah.
That's fine. Oh god. The other thing I heard was, in Iron Man 2, there's a little kid who is.
Oh yeah, that's Peter Parker.
That's Peter Parker, and it has been confirmed, which I think is adorable.
Yeah.
But like, okay, look, the few months or whatever they've missed, I think it's okay. We can let it
Oh
go.
yeah, no, I don't
or
care.
just
I don't.
don't care. Or they say, hey, look, this what actually happened between those months. Like,
I mean, I'm sure when they release the Blu-ray and stuff, they'll probably change it to 6 years later or whatever, and just fix it. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, no,
but
it does not
You know how
matter.
crazy internet can get.
yes, but internet should get crazy over other stuff apart from like maths.
Yeah,
That
exactly.
is just a maths problem gone wrong.
But anyway, I loved Spider-Man: Homecoming. We agreed on this. Bit of a slow start, but it kind of it gets into.
Yeah,
it,
I didn't
and
like
then
the
it's
intro.
class.
The intro was like.
I like the intro, but after that
I
it got a bit
said
slow.
to you, the intro was just like, this is this is intro, have it, and then it was a bit slow, but I didn't mind the slowness. But just the intro was just a bit disappointing, to be honest. But sure, look, overall it was fun.
Oh, overall I loved it. I thought it was great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so that's us. We will be back hopefully in 2 weeks. Hopefully
On time this time.
Hopefully. We'll see. Hopefully we won't have that gap. I say hopefully a lot. Thanks for listening, guys, and we will see you next time. Go watch Spider-Man. Don't go watch Transformers.
Oh God, why should I have to bring that up again?
Just can't. Alright, bye.
Bye.